Let's talk about Diontae Johnson. If you guys were with me last week, I believe it was Factor Craft last week, I said Diontae Johnson was a bad trade for the Baltimore Ravens. I gave you guys reasons, and I said it was a bad trade. Now, fast forward a week, fast forward 5 days, whatever it was. Sunday, the Baltimore Ravens take on the Philadelphia Eagles, and Diontae Johnson's like, nah, I don't want in that game. I don't want in that game. Now, move forward to today. Move forward to this afternoon. Coach Harbaugh said Diontae Johnson will be suspended for next week's game for the New York Giants. The Baltimore Ravens announced today that they will suspend wide receiver Diontae Johnson for one game due to contact detrimental to the team, effective Wednesday, today. The reason for the suspension was Johnson was suspended result from refusing to enter the game versus the Philadelphia Eagles. He said, I don't want to play. What is the impact? Johnson will miss the Ravens' December 15th game versus the New York Football Giants while the team is on a bye this week. So he won't miss this week. He'll miss next week. So he'll technically miss 2 games, right? 2 weeks worth of games. During the suspicion's absence, Johnson did not play a snap in the Ravens' 24-19 loss versus the Philadelphia Eagles, even though starting wide receiver Rashad Bateman was injured in the second half. This shows you that Diontae Johnson doesn't want to be there. In his previous performance before joining the Baltimore Ravens, Diontae Johnson led the Carolina Panthers in receptions and yards with 7 and touchdowns in 7 games. 7 games. And he is up for contract this offseason. So the contract situation for Diontae Johnson and his decreased production could affect his value heading into free agency. The Ravens acquired him from the Carolina Panthers for a 5th overall pick, and the Panthers covered most of his salary. So basically, the Ravens are basically letting him play for free. Yeah, right. Now, one of the biggest additions, the reason why they added Diontae Johnson to their roster was for the team depth. The top three receivers in Baltimore are Zay Flowers, Rashad Bateman, and Nelson Aguilar. Before Diontae Johnson, the Ravens they ranked 3rd in NFL passing yards with the top ranked offense, right? It is what it is. And then Lamar Jackson commented after the game about Diontae Johnson. He said he wanted to encourage him, he wanted to stay focused, and acknowledge that the team's desire to have him on the field. Diontae Johnson was drafted by the Pittsburgh Steelers back in 2019. With the Steelers, he had 422 catches, 4,726 yards, and 28 touchdowns across his career with Pittsburgh, Carolina, and Baltimore. So, guys, Diontae Johnson will be suspended. He will miss the game for the New York Giants. The Ravens are battling for that AFC North Championship. They're battling for a second, if not first seed in the NFC or in the AFC playoffs, potentially 3rd seed, I guess. They got a wide range. They could be 1, 2, or 3, or 5, right? They need to beat the New York Giants. It's funny because ever since they acquired Diontae Johnson, Justin Tucker stopped making kicks. Since they acquired Diontae Johnson, they're a 500 team. Since they acquired Diontae Johnson, their points per game has gone down by 8 points. Since they acquired Diontae Johnson, their yardage per game has gone down 60 yards. So I said it once, and I'll say it again. Trading for Diontae Johnson was dumb. It was stupid. It was asinine, ass 10, ass 11. It was stupid. So I see the question by my man, Alpha Rob. Why didn't he want to go in? I don't know. Maybe because he has 5 targets this season with 1 catch for 6 yards. Maybe it's because Lamar Jackson is one of the worst passing quarterbacks in the NFL. Maybe it's because he doesn't want to get hurt. Maybe it's because he's like, F the Ravens, get me out of here. Because if you think about this, trade deadline has come and gone. Trade deadline is come and gone. The only way you can get on a new team now is if you get cut. Right? You get cut, you go to the waiver wire, and then all of a sudden, all these teams might be calling for you. Maybe, just maybe, he sees the writing on the wall. Ravens are just not that good. Ravens are just not a Super Bowl team. Ravens don't need me. You know who does need you? Pittsburgh Steelers might want you back. They need a receiver. Kansas City Chiefs need a receiver. The Buffalo Bills need a receiver. Who knows how Keenan Coleman wrist is going to be? Or no, it was his hamstring. Cooper wrist. I think Knox is out too, right? There are teams out there that could use a receiver of a decent receiver. So maybe this is his way of trying to get out of Rob. Maybe this way he's like, I don't want to play. Cut me. Maybe he's trying to pull a TO. Do some sit-ups in the parking lot. I don't know. But he is suspended. He will for sure miss one game, if not the rest of the season. Let's just be honest. Right? Let's just be honest. Casey says Ravens are fading out. Him being suspended doesn't make a difference for the Ravens. Probably not. 1 catch for 6 yards on 5 targets in 6 games. 5 games. Ouch. Laura says, passing the blueberry lemon haze your way. What? You all crazy. Junus says, Johnson should have stayed with the Pittsburgh Steelers. He possibly ruined his career. And I don't remember the reason why he got traded. I don't remember. It was kind of a shock. When I first saw, I was like, what? That's kind of weird. And because it happened in May, and then all of a sudden it was just old news. I was like, oh, whatever, right? But there are certain times when Batman needs his Robin. There are certain times when Katie Couric needs what's his face? We just watched Shark Wash or whatever the hell it was with Will Smith. There are times when Buck needs Combs. There is time when John needs Jim, right? There's time when Yang needs Yang, right? Let's look at some wide receivers' names. Hollywood Brown. He was pretty good. Solo artist, right? Pretty good. But then teams started to double up on him. Insert Juju. Juju, career numbers, balling out. Hollywood, or not Hollywood Brown. AJ Brown's like, peace out, I'm out, right? All of a sudden, Juju is the guy. Juju's like, my career's over because I don't have my Batman anymore. I'm not the Batman. I am the Robin. Maybe, just maybe, Diontae Johnson needs that number 1 receiver. Maybe he needs to be the number 1 guy and have his Robin. He's not going to be that on the Ravens. Zay Flowers is is that guy. That's why he was somewhat thriving in Carolina, because he was the number 1 guy. Granted, Adam Thielen wasn't there to really help him out. Now Adam Thielen's balling out. What could have been, right? But he definitely probably could have ruined his career, and definitely not wanting to go into a game saying I'm I'm good. That puts a black flag on you. That puts that purple haze on you. Let's just be honest, right? Let's be honest. Alpha Rob said he wanted to get traded to the Buffalo with a real quarterback. He probably wanted to get traded to Buffalo with a real quarterback. I don't know. Alpha Rob says he was putting up Diggs playoff numbers. 1 catch for 5 yards. Let's go. John says about to be 15-4 in the Super Bowl. These kids with these attitudes these days. They're me, not team attitude. Not wrong. Speaking of team attitude,